Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing part 2 of this beautiful little page here. This is from Ruby Charm Colors from Etsy, and I'll leave a link down below, just like I did in part 1. We're going to be doing the gold around the, I guess it's kind of like a frame here. And I've started a little corner down here. And you can see the corner. I'm going to lift it up in there. Just started a little work here, so this is how it's going to go all the way around. So we're kind of doing it in a gold tone, which is, to me in this particular one, is going to be more of a goldish tone that has some green in it that goes up. So I kind of wanted to make it look a little metal-y. That's kind of a new word, I guess. Kind of like a metal looking thing, but I don't want it to look like a gold ring or that kind of thing. I just want to have those colors in here. So the colors over here on the side are what I used to get that little piece done. A lot of pencils, little piece. I know. I tend to do that when I'm coloring with these pencils. I love the color. I love how they lay down. I like how they all go together. I like how they play with other pencils. It's just a really, really pleasant set to work with. Okay, so I have here a chocolate and apricot, black. Don't have to look at that one. I know what that one is. This is a natural brown. This one is a polychromo. My favorite color in that set, by the way, is a green gold, and it just adds a nice touch to go in here to match our now metal leaf here. We have Golden Sun, which is what I went around and I put down as a base coat all over the metal frame. It's just to start with. That was the Golden Sun that I used on that. We have Mars Black, chestnut, a dark orange, and brown ochre. I know, lots of colors, but it turns out nice. Oh, we're also using a Posca. Posca is going to go on one side of the swirls. I don't know if I'll do it up on the straight frames, but on the swirls I'll have a little bit of Posca just touching that side. I've laid it down here, and then we're going to go over it with one of these colors. Probably a brown ochre, and just lightly touch it so it has some color. We might even use the lighter color, but I have to get you down so I can see what I'm doing, and you can see also. So we're going to tilt the camera so I don't get... let's see. Usually I do this one. I have the camera off so you don't have to watch it do that. Okay. So, put the little piece of a little coloring of the light there, and you can tell right here that it's really white. We're just going to go over that. And if you go over it really lightly, you can blend it and leave a little white in the center. I'm just going to kind of go around it here. And this is the Golden Sun I'm using. And that kind of gives us our lighter edge without that black looking there. Okay, that's all I'm after. I'm not after a whole bunch of shading on that side. And if it bothers you that it's... I'm going to find my black. Where's my black? Here it is. Too close to this edge, you just go over the black line, and that cleans that up. But you still have it coming over the other side. And we'll just color that in. There's a tiny little bit of it on that line. And we'll get rid of that too. So that is how we're going to do the swirly part. So I'm going to start up here and show you how I did the coloring. So we have the back here. This is the golden sun that I'm going to go in here and just darken up that edge a little bit. So we'll do this whole swirl so you get the come up. We want to go on this side in here. Okay, we're going to take the next color, and it really doesn't matter what order you go in. It's just to lay the color down so you know where you want the dark and the light. This one is Apricot, and we're just going to darken up a little bit there. Okay, we want a little bit darker color, so we're going to go in with natural brown and start darkening up this edge. We're not putting heavy pressure on this. We are just laying that right on top of the other color. Okay, then we're going to bring in a little chestnut. So this is going to bring in the red color. Okay, then we're going to bring in a little bit of the green gold that's a Polychormos. There we go. Bring in a little of the brown ochre. Okay, then we're going to need to darken up the edges a little bit more. So we're going to bring in the Mars Black. Okay. We're bringing a little dark orange in here, just to blend those together. And that is how we're going to be doing that. The only other color, besides all the pencils that are rolling around here, is the black that we went right on the edge with, the darkest spots. Oh, down here too. And then we brought in the Posca to highlight. The inner circle. You can't do too much of that swirly thing. We have to be able to see it. We can add a little there. And we'll just add a little right there. And then we wait for that to dry, and I do the same thing as I'll go over it very gently with the Sun Gold and blend the white in. Can't do it until it's dry, or you're just going to scratch it off. So basically, that's how we're going to do all the swirly parts that are over there. On the straight edges, I don't want to do it the exact same way, but we want to put the same colors in. They're going to be done in kind of variegated areas. So like up here in the circle, we'll darken it. This is the Sun Gold. Same color that's there. I'm just putting a little more pressure on it. Like on that section, and then darken this part and go up on this side. Okay, and we'll just work with the same colors that we have. So this one here is the Apricot. Try your best not to pick up the black that's up here, but if you do, just kind of blend it in. And then bring in some natural brown. dark orange. Chestnut. Little bit of the brown ochre. I want to put in the the poly green olive gold here first. Okay, and now the brown ochre. Okay. A little bit of the black. And a little bit of the Mars black. I'm going to go over with the sun gold again. Okay, then bring in the Posca. And then I'll show you what we do down here. Because it's dry down here, we're just bringing in the golden sun. Just go over it. just like that. Okay, then if you don't like this little line that's here, you can press a little harder. Blend that just a little bit more, or you can whiten it up a little bit if you like it whiter. Your choice, your picture. You don't want to scratch it off if you put it there. Yeah, I mean, you can, especially if you don't like it, but just going to draw a little line. This is the Mars Black to blend it in on the edges, just like that. I think this one should be dry enough, so just a little bit. Very lightly. Going with the gold sun. Just blend a little more. And leave a little bit white. Poof. Okay, so what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to finish this up like that. It's just going to be coming down the straight edges. I don't think the other side has much. It just has this little curl up here instead of a circle. It's going to be done the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I've finished all the gold that's on there, or whatever you want to call this. It's just a really pretty color I wanted to add into the thing, so it's not to represent real gold. It's just kind of like a goldy wood color type thing. Bunny time. I'm going to do the bunny kind of in a gray to gray, brown, blue, purple, green, gold. You name it, it's going to go in here. We're going to start off with gold, or gray. I'm going to do his face. Okay, so we're going to start off, and we've got, let's see, Mist, Granite, and Midnight Black. So shades of gray, the only ones that are in the set. So we're going to start on his face here, and this is the lightest color. I don't know, should I get you down a little closer, or is this okay? Hoping this is okay. So we're going to want to get this little gray on him. It's a very light color, but I want to get it in there, especially in the lightest areas I want to do him. I can barely see it, so I don't even know if you guys can, but it's there. Just want to make sure it coated the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to bring in the granite. And we're going to add some shadow lines here. So we're going to pull this line out, and we're going to go to here. So kind of make an arch here. So it's also his cheek area. And we're going to pull a little out here. To come down his nose area. Bring it up around his eye. Okay. We're going to add in a little of the Midnight Black. It has a blue color to it. But if you recall, I'm going to do this here in blue coming down. There's going to be a little blue, gray, brown mixture going here. So I want to add in a blue tone when we're doing the gray. Okay, we're going to take the black and darken up his eye. And color a little of that round circle in. All right. Then we're just going to shade him in between the colors here. So this again is the graphite. And we're going to go down his nose a little here. I'm going to go ahead and color over the little star there. We'll erase it if we need to. Okay, could go in with a little black and just darken up the edges here a little bit. Oops. Blend that in. Turn it a little bit. I'm sorry if I have to keep turning it, but easier for me to shade that way. Black's a little rough to try to shade on gray. Okay, I'm going to add in the lighter color again, which is the mist. Putting a little pressure on that. I'm going to throw a little white in there. And that's the Prisma white, and we must make sure that we do not have any brown on that, or green, or yellow, or any color. So I just want to add in a little white in here. There we go. Gives us a nice, soft gray face. All right. And a big mess out here that I got somehow. And I'll just erase that. I must have stuck my hand in something there. So, gray face. We're going to do the same thing, kind of going down the bunny rabbit down here. So we're going to match these colors. I think I'll go in with the darkest one this time first, and we'll see if there's any difference. So we'll go with the Midnight Black. Now I'm going to do the Moon in Blue. So I think I gotta think about that. These swirls are kind of the same as these swirls. Might want to put those in that same color. So we'll skip that. If that's blue, this would be gray. Then I could have a brown. Let's just pick one here. We'll do this one in the dark. So the first color going down is the Midnight Black, which is a blue tone. Speak, Karen. A blue tone. There. Then we'll go in with the Graphite. And blend those two together. Right about there. And then we'll put in the mist. And then we'll go down one and do it again. Midnight Black. And then we're going to skip one and go down to the next one. Skip one and go to the next one. And we're not going to go all the way down because I'm going to want to switch up this color, I think, coming down. I don't know. We'll go ahead and do it this color. That's one, so we skip and go this one. Want that color coming all the way out to the edge there. So just kind of follow that line and then come back in lightly. Okay, and then the graphite. Just go over it and bring some of that down, leaving a little lightness at the top. It's kind of a pretty combination. I like that. And if I was smart, I would write that down. Okay, now we have the mist. We're just going to go in and add it almost all the way to the edge. I'm going to put a little white in there just to make sure it stands out. There we go. Let's see, the white. Just on the edge there and pull it up into that blue area. Okay. So far so good. And maybe a little up in here. So I think I'll put a little black in here too, just on the edges in here. And you see the little difference between those two. Just that much. I like that. And maybe a little in here. Yeah. Okay, head, top of the head. We bring in Okay, we're going to take those same colors. I think I got them. Yeah, Midnight, Granite, and you missed. We're going to do the ears up here and then come down and do this part. So I've got to kind of pull it down a little bit. We're going to do the Midnight. I think these I like doing them on the dark to the light on here, so this here is going to be in the shadow. It wants to be darker, so we're just going to make it darker on this side. A little more pressure on that. I'll probably put a little black down in there. Okay. And we're going to kind of blend it out here. Okay, then we'll bring in the granite. And mist. There we go. Bring that up into this little swirl here. We're going to take the white. It's the Prisma. Just going to lighten it up right in here. Okay. Take the black, then we're just going to darken it. You'll have to blend that a little better. And then we'll just go back in with the gray, the granite. Is it granite? Yeah. Okay. One ear. Next year is going to be a little easier. Put the dark on this side, just about halfway up. Blend that out. And a little on this side. Then the granite. Bring that up in here. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, but I want that color up there, so the mist. There we go, a couple of ears. Just gonna lighten that area right there up a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take the, what is it, Midnight Black, which has got the blue tones in it. I'm going to take that out, and we're just going to do this little piece here with the gray and a black. I'm going to try to find the black that I have here, this black. Okay, so we're going to go... Go in with the black first. I'm going to start down here. Kind of come up in here. Yeah, I'll probably end up going over these stars too. Easier for me to erase them than it is to try to go around them. So I'm not going to worry about that part. Let's see. I hope you don't mind if I turn it here and get that a little darker. Bring in the graphite. Okay, and then the mist. then we're going to go back in with the black. I'm going to darken those up a little bit more. Okay. And doing that, I want to darken up his little face a little bit more here too. There we go. Just blending it with my finger. I'm going to burnish that a little bit there and get some of that color in there so I don't have to shade too much, but I want it in this little moony tube. All right. I think this got a little darker than I wanted just around the nose area, so we're just going to lightly go in with the Prisma white. Pull some of that out. Okay, so we've got gray bunny. We need to get some blue in there, so we're going to bring in some blue for the moon area. And I have a bunch of blues out. Let's see. Let's pick them all. See what I got. Got some dark blues, one bright blue, a light blue, and even a blue that doesn't look blue. So we have a sheet here. That's a nice blue. Put that one down. That's really dark. It's a dark indigo. Mid blue. Those two are really close. One's a darker. I kind of like the darker one. And here we have mid ultramarine, which is not going to work because it's the wrong color. Ocean blue and midnight blue. That is really dark. So far I have that one and that one, and I need to get a light blue that is a softer blue. What do we got? Do I have a soft light blue? Let's look on the color chart. It may be out on my desk and I just don't know it. Okay, Artic is a really light blue. I'll try to find that one. It's wheat. Aqua. They're light pencils. They almost look white. So, yep, that one would work. Okay, those are my blues. So we have mid blue, Arctic blue, and dark indigo. And we're going to go with the dark indigo around the back of the moon shape here. It's going to be a little bluer than these guys, hopefully. Okay, Okay, so I'm just adding it in there. And then feathering it into the other section, but I want the outside section here the darkest. Okay, midnight, or what is it? Mid blue. And that's where we're going to get a little more blue in here. Then we're very, very lightly going to pull that up. Then we're going to bring in the Artic, which is a extremely light blue. Run it over all of that. And then we'll go back in with the dark indigo and make sure our line looks like a line there. Okay. Throw a little white in there. There we go. Okay, since we have blue here, but we have a blue tone coming down, I want to put the same blues in here somewhere. So we have a lot of little things that we can put color into. So I want to bring that down a little bit. We're going to just go into this section here and see what we can color in here that's blue. We have all these little dots. So I'm going to make these little dots down here blue. So this is the mid blue I'm using. Okay, so that brings down the blue, and we still have blue in our gray that's down here and up in the ears. We have these little tiny, boy, are these tiny dots we can do in blue. Well, those are just going to be those blue because you can't do much to that. The ones down here, we're going to put a little of that indigo in. And since they're tiny, I'm just going to throw a little white in it. So we'll just smush the color around with the white Prisma. And there we go. We brought the blue down through here. If you're wondering about all these little dots and stuff, those are going to be turned black like the ones on this side, so don't worry about those. Let's see, what else can we do? I want to leave these big ones. I'm going to switch out to the purples. We're going to do the inside of his ear purple. So we're going to use the purple, the wild lavender. I want to use the salmon. There's a heather and there's the Mars violet. So we're going to go in with the purple first. And we're going to do a little purple in his ear here instead of doing a pink. You want to get it dark purple down on the side here, and then just bring it up lightly. Maybe a little up here. Okay, then we're going to bring in the Mars violet. And then, what did I bring in over here? I think I brought in the, I'm going to bring in the wild lavender here. Back in with the purple and darken up some areas. And then we're going to bring in the white. Alright, so the white Prisma, we're going to wipe off the tip because we had it in blue and we want to put it in purple now. So we're just going to lighten that area up a little. Kind of lighten it there too. Okay, I think that looks good. So we have some purple there. I think I used a dark color in there. I just don't remember. Wasn't that one? What color it was? Mars violet, probably. No. Mars black. Mars black. We're going to try a little of that down in here instead of black. And just darken that up a little. Like that. Okay. Not the exact same color as the butterfly, but close. We're going to bring some of that purple down into this area too. So we're going to start off, like in these circles, a little bit of the Mars black. Okay, leaf. It's on top of the leaf. So if we find the leaves, we can find the circles. Not terribly good at that. Okay, we want the purple. The Mars violet. And then the wild lavender. And a tiny bit of the white. Okay, so we have a little of that purple coming down. These dots that are out here, I might even add some more. I'm going to do in purple, but I wanted to also have it in the bunny. So let's see. The leaves I can do the same as these. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I want to bring that color into the bunny. But I got leaves, I've got circles. I'll do that circle in purple. So we go within purple. And then keep grabbing that one, I need to grab that one. The Mars violet. And the wild lavender. Leaving a little space there for the white. And then we'll bring in the Mars black and just go around the edge there. And we'll do the same thing with this one here. Purple. Mars violet. Wild lavender. And the white. Okay, we're going to do that little dot over here while we're here. This is the purple. Mars Violet. Wild Lavender. And the white. Then we'll go in with the Mars Black and darken one side of it. We didn't do that here, so I have to do that here too. There. Okay. I've got to do his little gray foot. I was going to do that while I was doing everything gray. So we will get that little foot done. If I can find my grays again. Okay. There we go. So little foot. I'm going to go in with the black. And then the graphite. And the mist. Back in with the black. Okay. And I think I'm going to cull it, and we're going to come back and do all the little intricate spots here in the bunny, along with these little swirly puffs. So I hope to see you in part 3. I hope you're enjoying. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you a little bit. Take care. Bye-bye.